Hello, everybody. So, just gonna take a moment, just take a few minutes to wait for people to join in. We'll be getting started shortly. Okay, I think it's just about 9 o'clock. So I'll just give it like a minute or two, and then we'll get going. Okay. All right, I think we're gonna just go ahead and hop right to it. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to podFLOW 1, and happy spring equinox, which is a little exciting, you know, even in the midst of all this chaos and madness. I can't help but feel a little excited that spring's finally here, right? You gotta find the joy and happiness where you can. So thank you for tuning in. This is podFLOW 1. So the way podFLOW 1 works at YogaPod, it's a set sequence and it changes with the season. So today is the first day of the spring sequence, which is really exciting. Brand new sequence, brand new peak pose. And as we go through the class, I'm gonna try to do both. I'm gonna try to practice and guide you through it, which might prove to be a little challenging, but I'll give it my best shot. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get started though, I do want to demo a proper chaturanga for you. So we do a lot of chaturangas in this sequence, and just in yoga in general. So I just want to take a moment to break it down for you. So, there's a couple options for chaturanga. There's the fullest expression or a modified version. I'll show you the fullest expression first. So, fullest expression of chaturanga, we come into it from a high plank pose. So, we come on the hands, the wrists are right under the shoulders, hips are in line with the shoulders. So, find your plank pose. And on your inhale, you're going to shift forward ever so slightly. And on your exhale, you're going to lower down halfway. Now hug the elbows in so much. There should be no room between the elbows and the rib cage. And then you come onto the tops of the feet. And on your inhale, you're going to press into upward facing dog. So the thighs and the kneecaps are lifted off the earth. Heart shines forward. Gaze comes forward. And then on your exhale, tuck the toes. Lift the hips high. Coming into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. So that's the fullest expression of chaturanga. The modified version, if you're still kind of working on building strength or if you're new to yoga, This is a great place to be. So you can come onto it from the knees, wrists under the shoulders, gazes forward. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, lower down halfway. Again, the elbows are hugged in so much. No room between the elbows and the ribs. And then on your inhale, you're going to press into a baby cobra pose. And then on your exhale, press up into tabletop, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. And remember, you can always skip chaturanga as well at any time. You can go from plank straight into downward facing dog. Okay, let's get started. So this sequence calls for supported fish, which involves a couple blocks. I'm going to assume most of you don't have blocks at home, and that's fine. You can use a pillow, you can use a book, or you can just not use anything and just come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're going to come onto the backs, bring the feet to touch under the hips, and just let the knees butterfly open. Hands can stay to the side, left hand to heart center, right hand to your belly. If you do have blocks and you're using props and you want to come into supported fish, bring the block lengthwise on the back, right under the shoulder blades, and use the other block to come in under the head. So find your pose, close your eyes, and just begin to arrive on the four corners of your mat. And just begin to connect to the breath. And just begin to find, or bring awareness to the breath. Just notice the breath. Notice if it's shallow, notice if it's deep. Without judgment, without changing it, or without controlling it, just notice it. Now once you're a little bit grounded down, let's maybe take a few collective breaths together. So everybody exhale all of the air out of your lungs. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill the belly full of air. Open mouth, release. Let's do two more. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more, make this your biggest breath yet. And let it all go. And then just begin to reconnect to the natural breath. Now from here, we're going to begin to incorporate our Samavriti breath. So Samavriti breath is equal parts breath. So we're going to inhale for a 4 count and exhale for a 4 count. So again, exhale all of the air out of your lungs. And take a deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, hold it. Exhale 4, 3, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, everybody. Just realized I'm facing the wrong way. I'm just turning around. And if you have props under you, just remove them. Remove the blocks or the books or the pillows. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. You can curl it, do a tiny ball if you like. Tuck your chin around the spine. Hands around the shins. They can come behind the thighs also. You can maybe swing side to side for a moment and give the kidneys a little massage. Keep the low back pinned to the earth. And then slowly begin to find momentum. We're going to rock and roll a few times along the length of the spine. And then we're going to come make our way into a tabletop position. So come into tabletop. We're going to come onto the hands and the knees. So the wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. And on your inhale, drop your hips low, shine your heart forward for cow pose. Exhale, cat, round the spine, tuck the chin, press away from the earth. Again, inhale, cow, sink the hips low, gaze forward. Exhale, cat, push away from the earth, round the spine. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Just getting that spine nice and limber. So begin to move through cat and cow at your own pace from here. Just make sure you're matching the breath to the movement. You can also find any other organic movement that feels good. I like to swivel my hips side to side. Maybe find a child's pose. Holding cow for a really long time feels really good to me. So just do whatever feels good in the body. Just take a moment. And just take a couple more rounds of breath here. And then as you're finished with your last breath, we will all come to meet in a neutral tabletop. Walk your hands forward just a couple of inches. Tuck your back toes. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Now feet are about hip width. You can bend your knees as much as you need here. But if the knees are bent, always energetically work towards a straight leg. Nice, long, straight spines. Press away from the earth, sending the hips high. Hug the thighs in. Relax the head and the neck. And continue to breathe. Deep breaths in through the nose. Maybe find some open mouth exhales. Just breathe through it. Maybe pedal out the feet if that feels good here. Take one more round of breath. Deep breath in. And let it all go. Now inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. And then exhale, baby step your feet up to meet your hands for Uttanasana, forward fold. Again, feet are about hip width. You can even go a little wider with the feet here and just hinge from the hips. Relax the head and the neck. Again, bend your knees as much as you need. I need to bend my knees a lot. As you can tell, I have very tight hamstrings. So option for the hands. Hands can be down at the mat. You can bring them to your ankles, your calves, opposite elbows.
You can sway side to side. I like interlacing my hands behind my neck. That feels really good. And just relax the head of the neck. Work on bringing your thighs, or your chest to meet your thighs here. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, release. Release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. So we're going to lengthen and straighten the spine. The gaze comes forward. Exhale, release, forward fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend your knees as much as you need here to find length in your spine. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, come to stand. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, hands through heart center, Undulate Mudra. Press your thumbs into your heart. Close your eyes. Take a breath here. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up, extended mountain, bring the palms together. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands through heart center. Maybe close your eyes as you do this. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Now bring your hands to the mat. Step your feet back, coming into a high plank. Now we're going to hold here for a few breaths. So set up your foundation. Wrists are under the shoulders. Hips are in line with the shoulders. Really press your heels back so much. Fire up your legs. You can always come down to your knees here or stay lifted. Make sure your chin is off your chest. Your gaze is forward. Hold strong, just building a little bit of heat here, feeling some fire in the body. Maybe close your eyes. Breathe through it. Yes, you're almost there. Oh, I know it's hard, but you can do it. On your inhale, shift forward ever so slightly. Exhale, your version of Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway. Remember, you can be on the knees. Inhale, press up, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, step your feet up to meet your hands for Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, palms together. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, exhale, plant the hands, step back into high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. We're going to do that one more time, team. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold, bow down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop to a high plank maybe. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great work, everybody. I can't see you at home, but I can tell you're doing a great job. Just find a few resetting breaths here. Deep breaths in through the nose. Open mouth exhales. Let's do one more big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, really shift forward, squeeze through your core. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Try to touch your knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, and hold here. This is all core. Try to lift your knee up a little bit higher. Hold strong, you got it. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through to a low lunge. Oh. Now just take a moment in your low lunge. Just check your alignment. Make sure your knee is right over the ankle. You're lifted off your back leg. Just hold here for a moment. Now on your breath in, straighten your front leg, coming into a modified pyramid. I need to use my blocks here, but if you don't have blocks, your hands can hover. So straighten your leg. Try to fold over that front leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, return to low lunge. Rebend the knee, hands to the mat. We're going to do that a few more times. Inhale, modified pyramid. Straighten the leg. Try to bring your nose to your knee. Exhale, low lunge, rebend. 2 more times. Inhale, modified pyramid, straighten. Try to shift your left hip forward. Exhale, lunge. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, rebend. Come into a low lunge. Plant your hands, step the foot back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, lower, elbows hugged in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, yes. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, and hold here again. Now, round the spine, lift that knee up a little bit higher. Yes, hold strong, breathe. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge, step it through. Now just take a moment to check your alignment. Again, knee is over the ankle. Breathe. And on your breath in, modified pyramid. Straighten your leg, fold over that leg. Bring your right hip forward. Exhale, rebend to a low lunge. Again, inhale, straighten, modified pyramid. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, modified pyramid, straighten leg. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Plant the hands. Step it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh. Take a couple breaths here, reset. You can always lower down to your knees to take a little break, or stay lifted in your down dog. 1 more round of breath. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Bring the palms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great work, everybody. Now from here, moving into Vrikshasana tree pose, I might turn towards you to face you so you get a better view of this. It's going to be a little opposite of what I'm saying, so just follow my cues. So we're going to ground down through the left foot. Options for the left foot, you can kickstand your right foot. You can bring it to your calf. You can bring your foot all the way up to your thigh. for the fullest expression. Just avoid placing the foot on your knee. Stand nice and tall. Bring your hands to heart center for tree pose. Now, as you stabilize through your left leg, work on pressing your knee back behind you to the wall behind you. Open up through the hips. And hold strong. Engage your core. If you'd like, maybe grow your branches. Extend your arms up. You can find a windy tree. Maybe sway your hands side to side. Yes, find a little movement. One more round of breath here. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release, shake it out. All right, let's do the other side. So ground down through your right foot. Again, options for that foot. You can kickstand, calf, or thigh. Bring your hands to your heart. Stabilize and maintain. Option to grow your branches. If you want to really intensify, try closing your eyes. Ooh, that's hard. You immediately get wobbly. It's tough. Maybe try it. And remember, if you fall out of it, that is okay. Just come right back into it. Everybody falls. Nobody's perfect. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take one more round of breath. And then exhale, release, shake it out. Great work, everybody. Now let's come back to the top of our mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward, fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop to a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Remember, you can always skip chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's move on. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, just one knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Now spin your back foot flat to the mat. And inhale, come all the way up for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Now go really, really wide with your stance here. Again, make sure that knee is right over the ankle. Try to work on getting your thigh parallel to the earth. Arms to a T. Maybe the gaze comes over the right shoulder. Really reach in opposite sides of the room. That back leg is working too. Really press into the mat with your left foot. Left leg is fully engaged here. Take one more round of breath. Exhale it out. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, everybody. Send the arm up and overhead. Now, tendency is to come out of that lunge in reverse warrior, so stay deep in that lunge. Bicep is by the ear. Gaze can be up at your hand or down at your back foot. Nice long side body stretch. Breathe. And then inhale, return to Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Maybe shorten your stance a little if needed for triangle. So inhale, we're going to shift forward. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. So press your hips to the back of the room. Bring your arms to a 6 and 12. Gaze up at that lifted hand. Now hug the thighs in together a lot here. You can always use a block under this hand if you have one available, or it can just stay hovering. Breathe. And then on your inhale, we're going to come into a 5-pointed star, heels and toes out. Big X with the body. Now point your toes forward. Bring your arms to a T. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge from the hips, bow down. And hang out here. Now knees can be bent a little bit here. Try to shift your weight forward into the balls of the feet ever so slightly. Relax the head and the neck. Scissor those thighs together. Again, option for the hands. They can be on the mat, ankles, calves, elbows, whatever you'd like. Release the hands down. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, pivot to the top of your mat. Come into a low lunge. Step the foot back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're going to do the other side. That means I'm going to be facing away from you, so I'm going to have to maybe talk a little louder in this one. So inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, one knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step between your hands, come into a low lunge. Spin that back foot flat. And inhale, rise up for Vira 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, go really wide with the stance. Sink deep in that lunge. Reach with the fingertips. Gaze over the shoulder. Engage the core, hips level. Breathe through it. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, Viparita. Again, stay deep in that lunge. Bicep by the ear. I like to bring my gaze down in this one. I don't know why, it just feels better to me. Really reach with that left hand. Take one more breath here. Exhale it out. Inhale, return to Vira 2, arms to the T. Straighten your front leg. Maybe shorten your stance if needed. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Tick-tock the arms. And breathe. Now in this one, gaze is up. Press your hips to the back of the room. Long side bodies. Breathe. Try to bring your hand a little closer to the floor even. Yes. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Open up, heels and toes out. Point your toes forward, arms to a T. Inhale, shine your heart. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, bow down. Now again, shift the weight forward. Hinge from the hips. Maybe sway side to side. Now we're going to add a little twist on this side. So bring your left hand to the middle of the mat. And inhale, reach your right arm high for a Prasarita, wide open arm twist. Really open through the shoulder. Release the hand down, bring the right hand to the middle of the mat. Inhale, reach the left arm high. Yes. Reach, breathe. Maybe the gaze comes up at your fingertips. And release. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot to the front of the mat, low lunge. Plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, nicely done, everybody. Take some breaths here. Now we're going to flow through that sequence, going a little faster, matching the breath to the movement. You got this, I'm right here with you. So breathe. All right, inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, lunge, step it through. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Stay for the exhale. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Exhale, triangle, tick-tock. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, point the toes forward, Prasarita, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lunge to the front. Step the foot back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right into the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Spin the foot flat. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for the breath out. Flip your palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Exhale, triangle, TikTok the arms. Inhale, 500 star, open. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot to the front, low lunge, step it back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! So good, everyone. Take a breath here. Big breath out. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Great work, you guys. Okay, moving into another standing balancing pose. Utthita Hasta Parangusthasana, hand to big toe pose. This is a pose that I struggle with hardcore, so it's not gonna look pretty, but I'm gonna try my best. And that's the thing about yoga, you know, like I am not flexible at all. You don't need to be flexible to do yoga. That is a myth. That is why we do yoga, is to become more flexible. I'm not flexible, and here I am instructing you. I know, right? Sounds a little backwards. Okay, so for this pose, you can use a strap or a belt if you'd like. I'm gonna use a strap because it's a hard one for me. So, we're gonna root down to our left foot. So in big toe pose, you can use your peace fingers to grab onto your right big toe. And then eventually, you're gonna straighten your front leg, kick it forward. Knee can be bent a lot here. Mine's bent a lot, but one day the leg will straighten. And then if you want, you can open up to the side. If you want to use a belt or a strap, that makes it a little bit more accessible. So you can just kick the foot forward, flex your toes, bring your hand to your hip maybe, and just play around with it, whatever variation works for you. Again, maybe open up to the side. Really ground down through that left foot. Breathe. Take a couple more breaths here. And then slowly come back to center and release. And let's do the other side. So root down through the left foot. Again, option to use a strap, or you can grab onto your left toe with your peace fingers. You can kick the foot forward. You can stay here. You can open up to the side. I'm gonna stay here. Again, option to use your strap. Bring your hands through your heart center. Stay lifted, stand up tall. Kick that foot forward so much. Breathe. And then slowly come out of it and release. Oh, shake it out. Great work, everybody. All right, let's move on. We're gonna work the core now. So come to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bow down. Hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop, high plank. Lower down to the forearms. For forearm plank, holding here for a minute. Now, if high plank is a little more accessible, you can stay there. Time has already begun, by the way, so get into it. Or come into forearm plank, forearms at an 11, press the heels back, gaze forward, and breathe. Body is shaking, body is quivering. That's good though. Just breathe through it. Remember, when you don't know where to go mentally, if it gets tough for you, always come back to the breath. It is always there for you. It is the best tool you have at your fingertips. Breathe. If you want to amp it up, maybe add a toe tap, tap, and tap. Oh yeah, that one's tough. Tap, tap. If you want to amp it up even more, maybe 4 plank jacks. Out, in, out, in. The fit teacher in me loves this one. Out, in. But I can only do that for so long before I can't talk anymore. So hold strong. You're almost there. Deep breath in. Deep breaths out. 2 more. Last one. And lower all the way down. Sphinx pose. Ooh, so come onto the forearms. Shine the heart forward. Maybe move your neck side to side, ear to shoulder. Just take a moment here. And then lower all the way down. And just find a comfortable seat for a moment. Whew, I'm like sweating in here, man. Instructing and practicing, it's tough. Okay, so I'm going to break down our peak pose for you, our Chandrasana half moon. So, just have a seat, and I'll just demo it for you real quick. We'll get into it shortly. So, I believe we come into our half moon from an extended side angle. You can come into it from warrior 2 also. That's a little more accessible for me. So, we'll come into it from warrior 2. So coming into warrior 2, find your pose. Now maybe heel toe your back foot in ever so slightly. And eventually we're going to lift up that back leg, coming into Ardha Chandrasana half moon. So you're going to imagine you're in between 2 panes of glass here. You can use a block. The hand might cover also. Now really press into the back room with that lifted foot. Really press so much. Finding length in that back leg is way more important than finding height. Arms to a T. Breathe. And reverse warrior is going to be your release. So that's half moon in a nutshell. All right, let's try it. So, come to the top of your mat. We actually have a little flow sequence I forgot about that we're going to do first. My bad. But you know half moon now, we'll get there. So inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or hop, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. I just realized I went a little out of order in this sequence, but we'll make it work. It's all good. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, lunge, step through. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana, full crescent pose. Arms overhead. Now imagine your feet are on train tracks. You want to get deep in that front lunge. The back heel is lifted high, and the back leg is straight. That back leg is working so much. Work on squaring the hips to the front of the room, square the shoulders to the front of the room, and reach. Curl the pinkies inward. Create that external rotation. Maybe get a little deeper. There it is. And then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolves. Triangle. We're going to hook that left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Pressing the fingers together so much. hold strong, hug the thighs in. Inhale, come back to full crescent, arms overhead. Exhale, airplane arms, bring the arms back, palms facing down, hinge forward, shine the heart forward. Breathe, stay lifted. Inhale, return to full crescent. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew, let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge, step through. Plant the feet, ground down. Inhale, rise up, full crescent, Anjaneyasana. Again, square the hips to the front. Bring your hands to your hips if that helps. Square the shoulders, back foot lifted. Really lift up through that back hamstring. Sink a little deeper. Engage the core, belly button, spine. Breathe, you are almost there. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolved crescent Parivrita Anjaneyasana. Hook your right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Maybe the gaze is up. Squeeze your hands. Lift up through that back leg. Got it. And inhale, return to crescent. Exhale, airplane arms, and the arms back. Palms down, hinge forward, breathe. Inhale, arms overhead, crescent. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh. Now we're going to flow through that a little faster. Matching the breath to the movement, you got this. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, full crescent, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolves crescent. Inhale, crescent, arms overhead. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, go through your chaturanga, or skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, crescent, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Inhale, crescent proper. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lunge, step it back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, guess what? Forearm plank, round 2. Yes! This sequence doesn't really call for a second round of forearm plank, but we're going to do it anyway. Lord knows all of our cores could probably use it at this point. So forearms on the 11, press the heels back. Tuck the tailbone in. Breathe. Yes, only half the time this time. Maybe add those toe taps. Maybe add those plank jacks. Oh, yes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sphinx pose. Oh, yes. Great work, everybody. Now come up into tabletop. Tuck the back toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up. Exhale. Hands through heart center. Okay. Moving on, everybody. I'm going to have to speed it up. The battery is dying. Jenna, are you still here? We'll try and get through it quick. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, lunge, step it through. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for the breath out. Breathe. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, horse, drop it low. Heels and toes out, knees over the ankles, hands to heart center. Drop the hips low. Tendency to stick the booty back. Tuck it in ever so slightly. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Spin your right foot to the front. Return to warrior two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock the arms. Now here's where we move into that half moon. Heel toe that foot in slightly and give it a shot. Launch off that back leg. Press that foot back. Ground down. Yes. There it is. If you fall out of it, just come right back into it. Breath in. And inhale, reverse warrior is your release. Whew. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, low lunge. Come down to the mat. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right into the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Spin the back foot. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for a breath. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Open. Exhale, horse. Drop it low. Heels and toes out. Sink it a little lower. Yes. Feel the burn in those thighs. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Point your left toe to the front and come into warrior two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side ankle. Now here's where you try that half moon. Heel toe it in. Lift off that back leg. And just give it your best shot. That's all I can ask you. Ooh. That's all you can really ask yourself is just try it. Try something new. Try your best. Press it. And then on your inhale, reverse warrior is your release. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, step it back. High plank. Lower down, last chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great work, everybody. You made it. Lower down to the knees. And bring the feet out in front. Bring the heels to touch. And then lower down for Supta Baddha Konasana. All the way down onto the back. I'm sorry I had to speed it up towards the end there. But the battery was dying. Whew. Okay, we're still going. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. So come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together under the hips, and just lie down. Bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Now in my class, I always like to take a moment to really press into your heart center with your left hand. Feel your heartbeat under your left hand. Feel the rise and fall of your belly under your other hand. Your heartbeat, your breath, It is your life force. It is what is keeping you alive in this very moment. So I always like to just take a moment to acknowledge it, appreciate it. Our heart and our lungs, they work so hard for us every moment of every day. It's important to take care of our bodies so that our bodies can continue to take care of us. Close your eyes and breathe. And release, full body stretch. Reach your feet forward, reach your arms overhead. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Now bring your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Go wide with the feet and let the knees fall in for constructive rest. Again, maybe close your eyes. Try to find a moment of stillness. And then hug your knees in, moving into happy baby. Grab onto the outer edges of the feet and kick the feet up. You can sway side to side, massage out the kidneys. And then only as you're ready, come into your final Shavasana. Find a comfortable resting state. Disengage everything in the body. Close your eyes. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. And just breathe. Try to find a moment of stillness in the body and in the mind. And try to stay here for maybe 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as long as you can. Great work, everybody. Thank you so, so much for joining me. It was an honor guiding you through your practice. I hope you're all doing well. The light and the love within me honors the light and the love within each and every one of you. I bow down to you. Namaste. Until next time, team, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much.